Hi guys, I'm going to do a quick review here today, an unboxing and a review. And what you need before you do an unboxing and a review, you need a cup of tea, of course. Tea, very important. Yes. Cheers, folks. So what have we got here today? Well, we have two boxes. I'm only opening one today. I'm opening this one because I'm intrigued to see if everything's okay. So two deliveries, one from Amazon and one from Slotcar Union. You'll notice the Slotcar Union box is very good. Yeah, condition, really good. Let's take this out of the way for a moment. Whoop. Okay. Ah, yes. The Amazon box. I'm a bit worried about has someone's hand been in here? Little sticker. Packaging damaged. You don't say. So this one's delivered by this company, Italia. Okay. They're okay. They deliver a lot in Latvia. But the one from, let's throw this out of the way for a second. The one from Slotcar Union came from France, DPD. Okay. And I've had three from France now, and they've all arrived in the exact same condition. So, Slotcar Union. Of course, Amazon, I do know, Amazon have a lot of smaller mum and pop type shops, and you know, they make up a box. But who can control this? You know, I mean, I'm sure everything's okay, but what happens is it gets put in the van, and then stuff gets put on top of it, and then it splits. You know, you can see where it was fairly squashed. Anyway, enough of that complaining, Harry. Let's go. That's it. Stab yourself. Good man, Harry. No, oh, that didn't take much to open. Let's see. I hope everything's in here. Okay, what have we got? A dongle. Is it called a dongle? An App Connect. Bluetooth adapter. Okay, so why did I get this? Well, I got this from the recommendations from all the channels, all the YouTube channels I subscribe to. Thank you guys. I got this on recommendation from them and from just reading up on the Carrera accessories. So that's for connecting your Carrera main computer to your phone, and then you can cast it onto your TV on the wall, and you can download an app. Carrera have a free app which is so. But there's another app which everyone uses, which is fabulous. I'll review this again sometime when I get it connected. So that's just for future reference. I'll do a review on that. My own little... A review by somebody who's terrible with computers. Okay? Now, I'm waiting for my digital set to come still, of course. But I got an extension cable for one of my hand controls, and that's just extend it over the other side of the table. So one driver will be on the far side of the track. So that's for that. Okay, and here's the important thing. At least it's there. So I only had three things ordered. Let me see. Make sure there's nothing else in the box. No. Empty box. Packaging. Okay, very good. Right, let's go. At least everything's there. Okay. Let's take this out, guys. Let's take this out and see what we have. Now, so, well, it's age 8+, so I guess that covers me. So, can you guess what it is? Yeah. Okay, let's get this open. I didn't get prepared with a knife, so let's just carefully cut this with my Okay, let's not cut it. Let's just open it with my nail. There we go. Part 1, open. Okay. So, let's get this baby open. This is my first car I bought after my first 2 cars, which came with the Evolution track. So this is a digital ready car. And this is it here. BMW M3. BMW M4, sorry. DTM. So, beautiful car. And beautifully packaged. Let's get this off, stop all these reflections. Look at that, isn't that a beautiful car? Matte black paint. Fantastic details. Name on the tires. Really, really good details. Very pleased with that. The Carrera cars have wonderful details. They really do. Let's go to the back. And this car, of course, is running the name of Bruno Spangler. Okay, this guy, B. Spangler. He's a French guy, born in France, and at the age of 3, moved to Canada with his family. So now Canadian national, and he won a lot of races in the BMW M4. You know, so pretty famous driver. And a pretty fabulous car. So let's take it out and have a look underneath. Carrera have these little screws that you turn by hand. Plastic screw, go into the base of the car. I sound like I know what I'm talking about. It's my first time to unbox Carrera car, because the ones that came with the set were just in a plastic container. They weren't actually in a box. But I've seen the guys doing this on the internet. Don't drop that. There we go. Okay, let me just check the back of the box as well. I know from watching other guys' videos that they do package. How do I open this? This way. Okay. I do know they send some bits usually with the car. Yeah. Inside here we have, what do we got? Harry drops everything. I'm good at dropping things. Okay, that's obviously a spare guide blade. Okay. Spare guide. I'm sure the instructions would tell you why I have a spare guide. And then there's the usual instructions. And what have we got here? Oh, just general information. And a Carrera worldwide, which you will see nothing for Latvia, I expect. Poland, yes. So we go to the eyes and there's, yeah. Lebanon. Lebanon as an agent. Nothing in Latvia. And what else we got in the package? We have a spare braid, a single spare braid. Maybe just 2. I'll have to have a look. Maybe I dropped one. Okay, we have spare mirrors. And we have that. Okay, very good. Now, I'll go through all that later. Let's get a piece of track down. Put it down here. And let's have an initial look at this car. Now, isn't that a wonderful machine? Really, really nice. Of course, I will be removing the magnets. I'm going to show that in this video as well. I don't run with magnets. At the moment, I'm running with no magnets. I'm also running with no weight. So, when I come out of the corners, the cars are absolutely going like this until they get a grip and then they go. I will put weight in my cars as soon as I figure where to get some suitable lead or tungsten or something. I remember in the old days, I used to use blue tack. I used to actually use blue tack in the old days. But I don't run with magnets at all. So the magnets will come out. I can really feel that grip with the magnet. It's a very strong magnet on that. There's the car. I'll just show you. There's the car. Okay. So yeah, that's an example of the magnet. Let me see. Okay, folks. Oops, that ran backwards. Okay, let's turn her upside down. Have a look. So there we are. So what we have now is we have the switch, which is for switching to analog, which will do great for me because I'll be mostly running analog. Even though I'm buying the digital set, I'll have a lot of cars from other brands and I certainly can't afford to chip them. So I'll be running analog. And when I run around digital, I'll just change over the actual track piece for connecting up to digital. And at some stage, I'll get one of these boxes of wonders for switching from digital to analog. So we have the usual 4 braids. We have the double braid each side. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws underneath. And there's a magnet there. And I'm sure there's another magnet. I think a lot of the carrera cars have 2 magnets. Usually another one at the front. We'll check that out. And that's your sensor. That's your sensor for changing tracks and stuff like that. Okay, let's open this car up. Now, you don't want to drop these screws. I'm talking to myself. Let's get this. Okay. 4 screws, I presume. Yes, body comes off very easily. Just the molding on the body inside. The body's not so heavy. Very good quality. You have the windscreen wiper, antennas. Okay, let's have a look inside here. So, we have the usual stuff. We have the digital chip. We have the wiring for the front lights. And there's your chip. And that's it really. I can see we have, yes, indeed. So we have the magnet at the back here. This one here. We have a magnet in there. And this can be taken out to remove the magnet. And then we have the other magnet, which is in there. There's the other magnet there. That will be the magnet that runs across here. There's the other one. So you can unscrew this little tiny screw in there. So you can unscrew that screw. To remove, hold it over your box so you don't lose the screw. Okay. The screw is magnetized. It's sticking to the magnet. That's a fairly strong magnet. We'll get the screw out eventually. Okay, you can see the screws magnetized. Okay, so to get this magnet out, take out the screw, then take out this little piece here, this plastic piece, and the magnet comes out as well. So that's one magnet removed, and that's your little plastic piece taken out. The other magnet, I don't know if there's a quick way of doing this. Maybe there is. But you can pop I'm going to pop the axle out. So nice brass bushings there on the axle, I can see. Flex the car a little bit, get that drive out. I think that's a 27 tooth crown gear. As far as I remember, it's a 27 tooth crown gear. And it's running with the 9 tooth pinion. Now this car, 150 millimeters in length, 62 millimeters wide, and 38 millimeters in height. And it's got the E200 motor fitted to it. Okay, you can see that right on the motor, the E200 motor. And there's 2 magnets. Okay, so that's the quick details of the car. Now these, I don't like these. Let me just pop this out. Now I need to pop this out at the back just to give, I have big awkward hands, so just to give me a bit of room to work. So pop that motor out. And these, to get this magnet out, you have to put a bit of force on the sides here, which I don't like doing because I'm very ham-fisted. So let's see if I can do this without doing any damage to anything. I took one out. I remember taking the magnets out of the other cars I have, and it wasn't easy. There's a place there for a screwdriver. And it's very hard to get out. I'm doing this I'm not going off the live because I'll tell you why. I want people to see. For young people, it's definitely not easy to get these magnets out. The first magnet, yes, but this one gave me a problem also. Let me just force this a little bit. Yeah, very hard. They should make this a bit easier. They should make this similar to the rear. You can see I'm putting a lot of force onto that. And it's still not coming. So I'm going to have to pause the video now and I'm going to have to try and use a bit of big time force to get this out. So I got this out eventually. And you can see I had to use such force to get it out that I actually bent this piece. That's your magnet, and that's a metal piece that plastic was under that. So the magnet goes in there, and then there was this piece and the plastic piece. I had to use such force that I bent this piece. Now, look, I'm not a complete cretin. I mean, I worked as a mechanic for years, so I'm ham-fisted with little things like this. Now, look, that's not a problem. I won't be using that piece again, and that can be. I can straighten that out in a vise with a little tap of a hammer. You know, no problem. But I'm just saying, if younger people and are trying to get these magnets out, the first magnet is okay. There's a screw. It's very easy. But that second magnet, I find, is a bit of a pain. So, what do you guys think? What do my fellow YouTubers who might be watching this from the slotcar world think? Do you think that's very awkward to get that piece of plastic? Now, I tell you what, the plastic, I tried moving here. I'm afraid I'm holding the things. I'm trying to avoid breaking these light connections. I'm trying to avoid, breaking anything here, breaking the chassis. I don't want to snap the motor mount, which is here. So now I'm like big fingers, and I'm trying to do this. And I know you're supposed to open these 2 pieces out, and then it's just like so easily. It pops out. But no, in the real world it doesn't. And I can't get in there anyway. Eventually I had to get it under here with the screwdriver. I've used a smaller screwdriver to get it out. But I got on the screwdriver. And by the time I flexed it here because there's not much to break here. I don't want to go near anything else. I flexed it here. Eventually when it popped out, the plastic piece popped out and took off at about 60 kilometers an hour. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere behind the settee. So, I'm kind of crazy. So, anyway, there's the bearings. Everything could do with a little bit of oil, I suppose, if you before running. And slip that back in. Slot the other bearing back in. They're all lined up. So just for proper running, there should be a little gap like there is there. That little gap between the crown wheel and the pinion. If it's against that, I'd be running too tight, it won't be good. And yeah, let's see how it runs. So that's it. Unfortunately, I can't show you the car running because I don't have any track rigged up, because I'm still waiting for a wonderful Amazon. But that's just the underneath of it. That's a beginner's look at the underneath of what's in the cars. And it's the first car with the chip. So that's what the chip looks like. It's interesting because I went for digital. Everyone says digital is more fun, and I presume it is, with the pit stops and this app connect, this dongle I bought for connecting to my app. So I presume it is better fun for pit stops and everything else. But I also downloaded the Lap Tracks app, which works for any sort of radio control cars, model cars, anything once it passes within the field of vision. And if I'm running analog, the Lap Tracks app on my phone set up above the track will do the laps. It'll do 4 racers. It'll do fastest time, overall time, fastest lap, positions, lap beginning lights, everything, and can be cast with your phone onto your TV. So the only real advantage I have with the digital is the lane changing. But I've thought about that. I'll show you my latest track upgrades later. But it has the lane changing technology and the pit stop technology. The pit stop, I suppose, adds great fun to it. But I'm usually going to be racing against myself. So, a lot of the technology won't be getting used. And I did say I bought the digital setup for the ghost car. But I've since learned something that I didn't know about the ghost car setting. So now the ghost car option really is not very important to me anymore. And I'll explain that to you in another post that I intend to do when I get my track set up. And I'll show you why me in particular paying extra just for the ghost car option, because I have no mates to race with. Really should have been something, if I had thought about myself, I would have been able to fix that up myself. I would have been able to do what I thought of doing myself anyway, which is something I'm going to do, and you will see that when I get around to doing it. Okay, get those 4 screws in, don't over tighten them, just nip them up. As soon as you feel them tighten, that's enough. Now, there we are, back together. No magnets, thankfully, magnet free. Let's put that on the track now. let's tilt it now. There we go. I the magnets for me is, I could use the word false. It's glued to the track. Now, my idea is to leave some cars with magnets in for beginners. And if someone does join me, I let them use a magnetized car, and I'll use my non-magnetized car. And then just when they think they're doing well, after a while, I'll say, okay, now let's try it without the magnet. They'll be like, what? So I give them a taste of both worlds. And there's times maybe if I get a little club going, I get a little scene going here in Latvia, there's times young people will visit with their father or their mother or whatever, and they'll want to race with the car, and they won't want to open that car and put out the magnets. So I'll keep a few cars with the magnets in them just to have some fun. I don't expect people to take magnets out just because I don't want to race with magnets. But if I get a proper club going, I'll definitely have the option where we have races without magnets. And very little changes. I know you can get tires that increase the traction immensely, but again, it's all extra. It's all extra money. I think some weight into this might be a good starting point, definitely. And then, but there is some of the races now. I've seen some of the lads adding tires, and it's something I might do in the future. But at the moment, I want to keep everything bog standard for people here in Latvia. Keeps the costs down, especially if people who don't have a lot of money and, you know, they can get into the hobby. They're not spending a fortune on it. They can get an evolution car and race with me on my analog track. And the cars will be all the very same. Except for the natural characteristics of the different cars, longer cars, shorter cars, wider wheelbase, stuff like that, which affects the cars. Okay, folks, listen, thanks very much for watching this review. As you can see, we're into December. Oh, my tea will be gone cold. We're into December. So I have a couple of cars were delivered, which I don't get to see. I have to put them away because they're a Christmas gift. So I'll have to wait to unbox them Christmas Day. I know what they are, but of course, you know yourself, you know what's coming in the post, but to open it and unbox it is always very exciting. Okay, so there we are, the BMW M4. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Very amateur review. This is my first car review, so bear with me. Hopefully I won't talk so much the next time. All the best, guys. Greetings from Latvia, and hi to all my fellow YouTubers. Absolutely wonderful community, and I'd highly recommend if you're into slot cars to join in with the community chats on the different channels and follow all the guys on YouTube, and you will learn so much stuff. Great Facebook as well. Look at that wing. That wing's a bit crooked. Yeah, just while I'm looking at the back there. Maybe just needs an extra click, or maybe not. We won't worry about that. Okay, so there you go. I always appreciate subscriptions and likes and any questions from amateurs who are asking this amateur some questions. Now, I did, as I said before, I've raced mostly Scale Electrics, SCX, some Ninko and some Sly, you know, over 20 years ago. And so I do know how to race, and I have built some 4-lane tracks. So I'm not a complete amateur. But in the new digital world, and some of these new cars are absolutely amazing. They're beautiful. I'm loving the details, like you have the alloy wheels. Look at the spoked wheels, and you know, they really are fabulous. The quality of the mirrors, you know, the molding now is amazing in these cars. Thanks for watching. Greetings from Latvia. I hope you come back to look at some more videos. Thank you.